Theme team starter packs have completely changed theme team and honestly team building in general here in Madden 22. Yesterday I made a video opening up one of these packs and showing you guys what you get from the pack and building the team and then getting some gameplay. So if you want to see a video where I kind of dive more into the pack itself, there's a card for that video in the top right now. What today's video is going to be is I'm just going to go through each theme team starter pack. That's the plan. The Steelers, the Patriots, the Raiders. We're going to go through each and every team. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts. I have no idea how long this is going to take, but however long it does take, and we're going to be here for it. We're going to go through every single NFL team in today's video. Before we hop into it though, we do have a word from our sponsor. Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden and 2K packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and the most reliable coins MT on the market. And don't forget to use code FERDY at checkout for 5% off. Okay, so we are here on MUDGG. If I do remember, I will put a link for this page down in the description. If I do forget, however, and you are looking for it, just drop a comment down below. I do read every single comment, so just drop a comment and I will remember to add it in. I'll just add it in. I'll probably forget though, to be honest. I usually don't, put links in the description, but I'll try to remember my best. I promise you I will. So here we go on MUDGG. We're gonna get started with the 49ers team. So the 49ers theme team is one of the better theme teams. That's all I'm gonna say. They're one of the better theme teams in the game right now. And their base team looks pretty solid. I mean, you have Joe Montana. You have him right there. Unfortunately, I think he might get his 3X chems. I'm actually not too sure on that one. But you still get running back Debo, who's solid. Again, George Kittle and Vernon Davis. Both these cards, I mean, you can potentially fully power them up. All you would need is there. I believe that, no, that's actually George Kittle's highest overall card. Vernon Davis still has one more above this. But Randy Moss definitely due for an upgrade. Jerry Rice, you have his Redux right there. And you can obviously buy his Team of the Week card that's in the game right now. You have Emmanuel Sanders with all NFL team chems. I'd imagine that he only does have Niners chems because in these bundles they actually change the chems. So like say for example on a card like Larry Allen, you would have to power up Larry Allen in order to get 49ers chems, and he's not going to be the only guy you're going to see like this, but normally you'd have to power up Larry Allen in order to get 49ers chems, but if you get him out of this bundle, he just comes pre-baked with the Niners chems, which is pretty cool. And here on defense, you have Richard Sherman, you got Witherspoon, Jason Verrett. Honestly, these corners are, you could probably run these three corners. I'm not gonna lie, you could probably run these three guys and be fine. You really could, especially if you have the +2 speed. If you have strat cards on top of that, these corners are a very good start, as well as also getting 90 Dion, which I believe is not the collectible Dion, so it's just that harvest Dion that you're able to get from this pack. But 92 Fred Warner in here, you get Ronnie Lott. So the 49ers team is nice because you get a lot of the cards that you're going to need if you do want to, potentially go to the 99, or not 99 yet, but like the 96 or 97 overall theme team. You have a lot of the cards that you are going to need to power up, guys like Ronnie Lott, or guys like Jerry Rice, or Randy Moss, or Vernon Davis. You are getting a lot of those cards, even Larry Allen, for example. So that, or even Leonard Davis too. So that's also pretty cool about this team. So yeah, that is the 49ers team. Okay, I took 2 minutes on that team. I'm going to have to go a little bit quicker, for sure. But next up, we have the Bears team, as they're trying to throw an ad in here. Hey, no free advertisements, not here, man. But yeah, Bears team, okay, offensive line looks serviceable. You're going to notice that on a lot of the theme teams today. You got 91 Mike, you got Justin Fields at quarterback, Walter Payton, 90 Brandon Marshall. Again, another card that you are going to need. I mean, he's actually not that great in the 90 Brandon Marshall. Like, he's not good at all. He already had his, his most feared card, stuff like that. However, he is due for another upgrade soon. Allen Robinson, his cards are usually never good, but hey, Devin Hester's a cool card to get. Devin Hester's cool, and then Justin Fields, he's solid. I mean, Gen 3 release, doesn't have the best throw on the run though, however, but you also, yeah, you're going to get Walter Payton there, a good running back option. At corner, on-show roll, Jalen Johnson, Buster Screen with Adrian Amos, Eddie Jackson. Okay, so this team isn't that great. You can kind of see, just kind of comparing the Niners to the Bears team, you just see how much better the Niners team really is compared to this one. And basically what I'm looking at in these teams is just usable cards. Cards that when you potentially, or when you inevitably try to upgrade this theme team, are going to stay on the team, and you're going to keep using them. That's what I'm kind of looking for when I'm looking at these teams. And you saw the Niners. The Niners had, what, 3 good corners that you can legitimately use. And next we got the Bengals team. Okay, we got Blitz Jamar in here. We got 95 Chad, which I'm actually not too sure on his stats. 94 speed is pretty good. That's pretty solid. Let me get back to there. We got Marvin Jones, not the best running back. Carson Palmer. I believe Carson either has Gen 3. I think he's got Gen 3. No, he's traditional 1. He has the Brady and Burrow release, which is interesting. So, yeah, same release as Burrow. Good offensive line, though. You got Munoz. You got Riley, who has an upgrade now. Decent offensive line. I think Munoz kind of carries. You got CJ Uzama at tight end, Tyler Boyd. And if we head down here on defense, we got Eli Apple, Delta, Trey Waynes, Reggie Nelson, Jesse Bates, who's definitely due for another upgrade. AJ Hawk in the middle. You got Trey Hendrickson. So, again, a solid team that has some playmakers, I think. I don't know what cards you'd really keep on this team. Maybe probably Delta. You'd probably rock with Delta. And then Hendrickson, you'd rock with Akeem Davis Gaither is pretty solid too. And if the next Jesse Bates upgrade, you can use that card. Reggie Nelson's card's solid as like a user for now, but yeah, that is the Bengals theme team starter pack, man. Okay, so now we have the Bills. Offensive line-wise, you got Deion Dawkins, you got Mitch Morse, 93. You got Tyler Croft, who's actually pretty nice, as well as Dawson Knox right there. So 2 good tight ends, so basically 3 good tight ends. 92 Stephon Diggs, 94 Gabe Davis. We got Cole Beasley. They do also get Marshawn Lynch, which is pretty interesting. Jim Kelly, I don't like Jim Kelly cards at all, but also Thurman Marshawn. Dude, this Marshawn card's actually pretty solid to get out of this pack. I mean, in-game, and, the whole grand scheme of things, I don't really know. But, okay, this defense needs help. I mean, this makes sense. The Bills theme team isn't that great in game to begin with. I mean, they're getting better, obviously. But Gilmore, Levi, Trey White, you can't really use any of those guys, even on a full theme team. In my opinion, Micah Hyde, you definitely can't use. I mean, again, these cards can be powered up and you can upgrade them. But, yeah, that is the Bills theme team. Also, Vernon Butler. The limited Vernon Butler, you get him too? Okay, that's actually kind of cracked. That's kind of crazy. All right, next up, we got the Broncos. The Broncos theme team. Okay, we get Peyton, Javonte, Tim Patrick, 94 Brandon Marshall. So the Bears team didn't get 94 B Marsh, but the Broncos do. And they get Gary, and they get Bobby Massey, and they got Natane. Okay, yo, Broncos kind of looking cracked so far. You get Vernon Davis, you got 82 Noah Fant there. Oh my, yo, Broncos is the best I think we've seen so far. 94 Vaughn, okay, you get DeMarcus Ware, you get Surtain, which leaves you room to kind of, power him up. You get 6'1 Aqib Talib, Delta O'Neal as well. Okay, this team is probably the best we've seen so far, man. This team is really nice. And special teams, it's just going to be Morton Anderson, Johnny Hecker. But, damn, receiver-wise, you get a good running back. I mean, Peyton, he's not that, great right now. Has the worst release in the game, but he's serviceable. You could use him for a little bit if you're just getting started. You definitely could. He can maybe get you through some solos or whatever. So, yeah, that's the Broncos team. A really, really good team, man. Wow, okay. Next up, Browns. I played this Browns theme team yesterday in yesterday's video. We get Josh Gordon, Miles Austin, Nick Chubb, who has some good power stats. Baker Mayfield. Is he the greatest in the game? No, but yeah, I think he's better than Peyton, for sure. I think he's definitely better than Peyton. 92 Jarvis. I'm not even sure what this card is from. A good tight end with Ozzie. Up front, you get 95 Joe Thomas, Conklin, Mack. Okay, this offensive line is really good. A really good offensive line right here with no cheats at all, which is a major W to get you started right there. On defense, you got Everson. Okay, Denzel. Newsom's pretty solid, I think, speed-wise, too, at 94 right there. Yeah, okay, we get Newsom. 70s free safety. That's tough. This right here is tough for them, but still a pretty solid team. And you have Willie, who played crazy in yesterday's video, Jadavian, Jabril Pepper. So that is the Browns team. Next up, Buccaneers, who should be pretty good. Their theme team is actually a pretty good one. So you get 93 Gronk, you get 93 Brady, you get Garrett Blunt, who is so due for an upgrade, and honestly is still a really good running back in game, can air truck, has good speed, stuff like that. Mike Evans, big body. Deshaun Jackson can be powered up. Up front, you got Jensen, okay, you get Kappa, Wirfs, good offensive line up there too, okay. So offensively, a pretty solid team so far. Defense, 6'1 Talib, you get 93 Rondé Barber, John Lynch, who's really solid, Antoine Winfield, Levante David, Devin White, Shaquille Barrett, Warren Sapp, Leroy Selman, William Golston, who I've heard good things about too. So just a pretty solid theme team here, and the Buccaneers theme team in game is one of the better ones. Outside of a starter pack, they have some really nice cards. So next up, we have the Cards, the Cardinals. I did a little video on this team yesterday, and they got Kyler, you got James Conner, Larry Wilson, receiver. You got DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, Zach Ertz, Darren Fells. So offensively and also on the offensive line, this is a really good offensive line. You can you can use these guys. Maybe you want to upgrade guys like Leonard Davis, and like I said with, I think it was Larry Allen. Alan Faneca should only get Steelers chems, but because he's kind of a special card, he does get cards chems. So a really good offensive line. You have Kyler Murray, who has good speed, gets good abilities, even not powered up. Good release too. So just a really good offense here. The receivers are lacking a little bit, but yeah, the Cardinals team receivers in the real game aren't that great either. But you have Larry Fitzgerald, guys like that, who if you can get Larry to 99 speed on a Cards team, that's a major W. On defense, though, they go crazy. So the only problem is I believe they do give you 3x Chem Larry Wilson. I thought they did. Maybe that was just me in the lineup builder being a little bit messed up yesterday, because maybe I still had Larry Wilson's card from when I had my cards team. So maybe that was a mistake. But yeah, that was actually definitely a mistake. That definitely shouldn't have been there. But 95 Larry Wilson, who's pretty solid. You got Alford, you got Patrick Peterson, who on a full theme team not powered up. You have 298 speed corners here. J.J. Watt, Glaius Campbell, Corey Peters. You have a good user with Isaiah Simmons, Budda Baker, a good box safety, Chandler Jones, a good edge rusher, as well as Benson. So Cardinals theme team, definitely one of the better ones I think we're going to see today. Just offensively, defensively, having good corners, a good offensive line. It's just a really solid theme team, man. Next team up is the Los Angeles or San Diego Chargers. I miss San Diego Chargers, man. But Tyrod Taylor at quarterback. Okay, Tyrod. Receivers, you got Joyner. What is the speed on this Joyner card? I want to know. 93. Okay, you got Mike Williams, who's a big body. Eckler, who's actually not terrible with 94 speed. Like, could definitely be worse. Offensive line wise, you got some good 90s in there. Mike Pouncey. Okay, you got Mackey, Antonio Gates here. Really good tight end there. Let's see this defense. The defense should be good. This offense is kind of like missing something, it feels like. Okay, you get Chris Harris, who's solid. Verrett. You do get 92 Derwin, who's actually pretty good. You get Eric Weddle there. Denzel Perryman, Junior Seau, 90. Oh, this is full legend Seau. Okay, that's actually a W. Melvin Ingram, 93. Well, I wonder if his limited's still going for like quick sell. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, this is the this right here is. Do you get Linval Joseph out of this pack? What? Yeah, that's the Chargers theme team starter pack, man. Next up, the Chiefs, which should be pretty good, right? You get 94 Tyreek. This Chris Conley card super slept on. I originally was gonna do a wide receiver tier list for today, but then I was like, this video probably better. I'd imagine more people would want to see this today. So I was looking at Chris Conley's card. I mean, 6'3", 94 speed. That's pretty good. Yeah, he can't run, short or mid routes, but deep route running, as far as being a deep threat, this Chris Conley card's actually pretty nice, man. So you have some good receivers. You got Priest Holmes, you get Patty, who's definitely due for an upgrade really soon. 93 Travis Kelce. Offensive line wise, we got Kyle Long, Remmers, Rodney. That's kind of a tough offensive line, but the offensive playmakers look good. You got Juan Thornhill, Derek Thomas off the edge with Nick Bolton in the middle. 95 Tyrann Mathieu for a user if you want to go that route. Marcus Peters is extremely outdated, but 95 Chris Jones, Steven Nelson, and L'Jarius Sneed. So yeah, that is the Kansas City Chiefs starter pack, which they're pretty good, man. The offensive playmakers might go a long way for you, man. The 94 speed Tyreek and the 94 speed Chris Conley are definitely two very interesting cards. So next up, we have the Colts. Obviously, Peyton Manning at quarterback. We have Jonathan Taylor there, Redux Andre Johnson, T.Y. Hilton, Reggie Wayne. You get John Mackey. I did think this offensive line was going to be a little bit better than what it is right now, but it is what it is. You get Kenny Moore. Yeah, their corners aren't that good in-game anyway, so this does make sense. They don't even get a left end, which is kind of criminal. You do get a lot of chems here at defensive tackle, which is DeForest Buckner's pretty cool. You do Dwight Freeney, who's actually a really good card in game. Like Dwight Freeney legitimately can go crazy for you. LaRon Landry over the top. Yeah, the Colts team, it feels like they're definitely missing something here. They're missing something. Okay, so next up we have the Cowboys. I've heard a lot of good things about this pack, and let me see. Okay. Wow. Offensively, they look amazing. Larry Allen. The offensive line looks good. Lael Collins limited. Or yeah, Redux, whatever you want to call that. Tony Romo, just like Baker Mayfield. Very usable, very serviceable. Could definitely win some games with him. Tavon Austin at running back. Outside of the carrying, he's actually a very good card. Michael Irvin out there, who if you have him on a full Dallas team, does and can definitely get the job done. You got 92 Dalton Schultz. You got Billy Joe Dupree. On defense, damn, you get Dion. And 95, you get 95 DeMarcus Ware, Gregory, Jay Ratliff. You get 90 Micah, Leighton. Okay, no, this is actually a very good team. Byron Jones, who also has upgrades right now. So a really good theme team, I think, as far as the bones go, like the cards that you get out of the starter pack. And then obviously, we all know how good Dallas is. We all know how nasty the Dallas theme team is and how much better this team can get. So if you are just getting started in the game in general, this is a top 3 candidate potentially. I mean, just if you're getting started, like if you're brand new to MUT, this is a really, really good option, man. Okay, so now we have the Dolphins. I don't imagine this team's going to be too great, but we'll see. Eric Flowers, Hunt, you got Liam how you say that name? Liam Eckleberg. Keith Jackson, Tua Tagovailoa. Duke Johnson, Phillip Lindsay. So 2 good backs, which is kind of a waste in my opinion. And honestly, 3 higher overall backs right here, which is kind of a waste. So I'd imagine the defense is going to have some holes. Jakeem's got good speed though. We're going to see that right here. 94 speed. Jakeem's pretty solid. Devontae Parker's redux. Okay. On defense. Ooh. Okay. You get Minka. You get Joey Porter. Rookie premier Jalen Phillips. I forgot about this card. You get Mario Williams too. Okay. So defensively, they actually make up for it here. I mean, their corners aren't that great. But again, you can upgrade these guys. Definitely Byron Jones can be upgraded. But you get, you know, good edge rushers for sure. Joey Porter, Mario Williams. And you also get Minka over the top. So pretty solid for the Dolphins team. Definitely better than what I thought it was going to be for sure. Next up, Eagles. Okay, let's see what the Eagles got, man. Eagles team I feel like is always kind of sneaky. We got Randall Cunningham, who I really don't like that much. You get 95 Zach Ertz. Offensive line wise, you do get Lane Johnson. You're gonna get Jason Kelsey. I'm not even gonna try to say his name. Landon Dickerson. You also get Miles Austin, Deuce Staley, who's definitely due for an upgrade soon. We haven't had a Deuce upgrade since this card, so he's definitely due. On defense, though, okay, we get Brian Dawkins, Rasul Douglas, Steven Nelson. Any good rushers? Seth Joyner, Javon Curse. This team feels like they're missing something, too. They definitely do. I feel like they're missing some more like 94 to 95s on this team. But full B-Dawk's definitely cool to see. Full Brian Dawkins is definitely cool. I mean, they have, yeah, I guess they have 94 Fletcher Cox. I don't really know. I feel like the Eagles team is just kind of missing something. But next up, we have the Falcons team. The Falcons team's a team that I really was looking forward to seeing. I was hoping that maybe I picked them yesterday whenever we were doing that video. But their like little thumbnail looks very interesting because they're a pretty solid team in game right now. And then you have 95 Matt Ryan, who's actually a very good quarterback, has a good release, does get good abilities, good overall. So Matt Ryan's actually good if that is your play style and you're being a pocket guy. But 95 Kyle Pitts is why this team is very interesting to me. I mean, you get a 6'6 receiver, or sorry, basically a receiver, but a 6'6 tight end that can air truck, has good speed. So Kyle Pitts and then Matt Ryan, and then also you have Julio here, Cordero Patterson, who even this card could win some games for you potentially, man. I use him on the sub squads team. The fact that he is 240, if you can add speed to him and power him up and then eventually get full Cordero Patterson, you'll be chilling. And also having a good offensive line, Jake Matthews, Alex Mack, and Chris Lindstrom. On defense, you get Deion Sanders, AJ Terrell, who's also due for an upgrade, Devondre Campbell with Deion Jones. For some reason, Deion Jones is in like the thumbnail for the pack, but he's not even like a top 8 card on this team. Maybe top 8, probably top 8, but yeah, he's not even the best middle linebacker on the team. So I don't know why he's like in the thumbnail for like whenever you go to buy the pack. But Falcons team, definitely a very interesting one. Okay, so next up we have the Giants. Okay, we got Danny Dimes, who's a good quarterback in game. You get 94 Brandon Marshall, which is huge. Kadarius got his upgrade today. You get 95 Evan Ingram in this pack. Wow, okay, what is his speed again? 92. That's pretty good with B Marsh, who's also due for an upgrade real soon. This is a pretty, and also Plexico's due. Okay, I like this team. I like this team so far offensively. Let's see that defense though. Ancho Roll, Janoris, Bradbury, Jabril Peppers, Logan Ryan. You do get a Lawrence Taylor, who I don't know if Lawrence Taylor will get more cards this year. He's kind of hung up in a little bit of off the field stuff. So I don't know if we get another LT this year. I'd be surprised if we do. But also 95 Strahan too on this team. Giants is pretty solid. Giants is a pretty solid option. They're not bad. Also a lot of potential upgrades for them. Even the offensive line looks good. You have a bunch of 93s, 90 pluses over there. And 2 good tight ends too. So that is the Giants. Next up, we have the Jaguars. Who do they got? Okay. Trevor Lawrence. Okay, you get Jimmy Smith. Chris Conley. We all know I like this card. You're going to get Dan Arnold. Up front, it's a 93. Oh, you get a 63. Congratulations. You get a 63 right guard. That is tough. James Robinson, 94, who I heard good things about when he came out a while ago, but obviously it's been a minute. Also, you do get Aaron Glenn with the Jags cams and Tavon Austin, who is the Cowboys running back. You get Ramsey, you get Perry, you get Shaq Griffin, Reggie Nelson, Wingard. So Malik, you already get Malik Jackson, Damian Wilson. So also, yeah, I mean, they're high. Nothing crazy. They're solid. I mean, it's a Jaguars team. The Jaguars team isn't that great in game. But let's see the Jets team, man. So I have a Jets team. And who do we get from this? Okay. Mike White at quarterback, Curtis Martin, Josh Cribbs. You get full Keyshawn, Plexico Burris, Tomlinson. These are all good run blocking guys. Up front, Morgan Moses. They have a very good offensive line. A 95 center out of this is a W for sure. And then on defense, you get Revis. They give you Revis, Glenn, Screen, which not the best, you know, corners, but solid. Vilma at middle linebacker with Ogletree. Get Deshaun Phillips. They give you right outside linebacker Ed Reed, who I'd imagine if you wanted to, you could make him, or you could put him in a safety car. I'd imagine you're able to do that. But you do get right outside linebacker Ed Reed. It's kind of funny. Jamal Adams, Marcus May, Ronnie Lott. So a pretty good team, man. I think the offensive line is good. The bones are good of this team because you can upgrade to Ronnie Lott. Revis will probably get one more upgrade to end the year, as well as like Ed Reed if you want to use that card to power up his safety card, which is also very good and already in game. So that is the Jets team, man. So you can kind of pick between Zach Wilson and Mike White if you want to. I'd probably still go Zach with that gunslinger, but Mike White does have some pretty decent ability. So that is the Jets team. Okay, I was very interested with this team right here. So at quarterback, they're missing. They don't have a quarterback. But 94 Barry, 94 Amon-Ra, 95 Calvin on this team. You get Hawkinson, Fells. Offensive line-wise, you have 90 pluses across the board, which is very nice. Lomas is also very due for an upgrade, too. I mean, he hasn't had an upgrade since, you know, that card, and he's a 3X chem for them, which is a big W. Probably a UL for him. But offensively, outside of the quarterback, solid. Very solid. Okay, at corner, we get Lem. We get Amani. Slay, Tracy Walker, Quandre Diggs. I would have loved to have seen the added position Calvin on this team, but it is what it is. And you get Brockers, who actually does play well. But you get Slay, Amani, Lem, 91 Nitro and Lane as well. You already get Quandre, who's only 5'9", but it is what it is. Offensively, you get Calvin and Amon-Ra. I mean, Calvin's a fringe S-tier receiver, and low-key, Amon-Ra is like a mid to low A-tier guy. So that's two good receivers right there that you could like legitimately use. And you're going to have them with +2 speed on the team. And then you probably cheat at quarterback on a guy with like Joe Namath or one of the better quarterbacks in the game. You know, Trey Lance, Cam Newton. Also, you're going to get Barry. They also are going to give you the 91 Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush is also severely due for an upgrade too. So, hey, Lions team looks pretty nice, man. I can't lie. Okay, Packers theme team. Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Has Slinger 1. So he's just kind of good by himself because he has that release. But Jermichael Finley, 95. 88 Devontae Adams. Ooh, Randall Cobb. Ooh. Okay, so those receivers definitely could have been better. Offensive line-wise, only 390 pluses. You have Corey Linsley and 87 Bakhtiari, who Bakhtiari hasn't got another upgrade this year. I think this might be Bakhtiari's only card this year. Defensively, it should be... no, it's really not. So the Packers theme team was a team that I ran for a good part of the year at the beginning because they ate quickly, and now they've really kind of slowed down. But that means they're going to speed up again. Like, Charles Woodson should get another upgrade. Jair Alexander should be due. Ted Hendricks, he does have that safety card, but they should start eating really soon here. So the Packers team, not that crazy in game right now. So I guess this pack does kind of make sense. But I wouldn't hate picking this pack because of the potential of the Packers team. But next up, who we got? Panthers, who I've been hearing some things about. I've been hearing stories about the Panthers team, and we got Teddy Bridgewater. We got Redux Robbie, who I've been using that card forever. This card's actually very nice. This little DJ Moore card right here. We get, 390 pluses and Andrew Norwell up there. We're going to use Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback. Obviously, if you can, try to get full Cam Newton on this team as fast as possible. But, okay, JC, good build. Keith Taylor, what's that speed, Keith? 93. Okay. Jeremy Chin, 95. Luke Kuechly, which is kind of interesting to have him there. Limited time, Vernon Butler Jr. So, also 94 Brian Burns. So that is the Panthers team. Next up, the Pats. They have a really good team in game. So the Pats should go crazy. The Pats should go crazy here. So we got LeGarrette Blount. Okay, you guys know I like that. 93 Tom Brady, who's definitely usable. We're going to have 93 Randy Moss. They give you 95 Gronk on this team. So you're going to get Redux Gronk from this pack. Damn, okay. What is Redux Gronk going for right now? I'd imagine his price probably dropped a little bit. I mean, that's a 200K card, man. That's a 200K card that you're able to get out of this pack. And LeGarrette Blount. And Randy Moss potentially. Like, that's nasty. So they also do get Ty Law, Delta O'Neal, the lower one. Mike Cain's also very due. Ronnie Harrison, I don't like his card at all. Even though it's a 95, it is kind of a waste on this team. But you have William McGinnis, Vince Wilfork in the middle with Chris Long there, Chandler Jones off the edge, Adrian Phillips. So their safeties aren't that great, but you have Ty Law, 95 Gronk, LeGarrette Blount, potential Randy. So also pretty good offensive line, 94, 93, 92. Probably got to cheat here, find some guys for there, but Patriots team isn't awful at all, man. So definitely a little bit worse than I thought they were going to be. But the Raiders team should be crazy. The Raiders team should go crazy. So they do get, I mean, we see them. We all see them right here. 94 Bo Jackson is on this team. Derek Carr, and you get Mariota's card, which isn't that crazy. I mean, it's not as crazy as I'm kind of thinking, but I'm telling you, Mariota's next card is going to be probably the best in the game. That's all I'm going to say. But Derek Carr just got that upgrade on Wednesday, or I guess yesterday. Cliff Branch, you got Randy Moss, you got Renfro. So honestly, those are some good receiver options. On a full theme team, you can run all three of these guys. You get 94 Jared Cook. Offensive line wise, only 2 dudes over 90. So I'd imagine this defense goes crazy. Let's see. Okay, not really. But Jack Tatum, you're going to get Diablo if you want to use him. You're going to get Ronnie Lott there. Perryman, Derek Johnson. Okay, you do get 95 Warren Sapp, Charles Woods. Okay. Not as, again, I feel like, I mean, but you are getting Randy, Bo, Jared Cook. That's very good. I feel like they're just missing something though. I don't know. I feel like they're missing like a really good 95 on defense, like in their secondary. I don't know if you know if they have a card like that though. That's even possible. That's the one thing. But Sapp's cool for sure. And then Jair Ward or Jod Ward. Is it Jod? I'm not even gonna try to say his name. But yeah, that is the Raiders team. So next team up is the Rams, who in my last team video they were #1. So I'd imagine this right here is gonna be a pretty popular option. Okay, wow, 95 Matt Stafford off rip. There you go, take him. You do get 95 Dickerson, which he's still gonna have the same build. Let me see the stats. 94 speed to get you started with +2 speed. 96 goes a little crazy. Goes a little crazy. We are going to get Cooper Kupp here, Danny Amendola, Tyler Higbee, who's a solid tight end at a 95. Offensive line-wise, Andrew Whitworth, Roger Saffold, Ryan Allen, Rob Havenstein. So good offensive line right there. Good quarterback, good running back, some decent receivers. And at corner, okay, they do give you 95 Darius Williams. And then Michael Brockers in the middle, 93 Aaron Donald. A good middle linebacker to have there. You probably want to upgrade those corners pretty quick though. But outside of that, this team and this pack's probably going to be pretty popular for obvious reasons. And it's honestly not a bad choice at all. It really isn't. I don't hate the Rams team at all. So next up, the Ravens team. I've heard things about this one too. I've heard some things about the Ravens. Let's see. We got Ronnie Stanley, Bozeman. So 90, 90, 90, 90. We get Mark Andrews here. TJ Hujmanzada. Tyrod Taylor at quarterback. Priest Holmes. Timmy Watkins. And I believe this court's at 95 speed. Yeah, 95 speed Marquise Brown. And also remember, if you are going to build this team, you're going to get +2 speed on all of these guys. And you can power them all up, too. At corner, ooh, that's kind of ugly. Corner, that's kind of ugly. Not even like full Ed Reed here either. But yeah, you do get 89 Mosley, 93 Ray Lou. I thought this team was going to be much better. Not going to lie. I thought for sure they were going to be. Because their corners are kind of good in game. And then you just have these guys. Like these corners, you really can't run any of them. Like an 89 speed corner? Nah, you really can't. Like you really, that's not the right spot, but you really can't though. Not like you really can't run any of these corners. So I'm kind of let down by this team. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, next team. Here we go. We have the Saints. We're kind of in the home stretch here. We're on the Saints though. I did trash the Saints team in yesterday's video. Let's see if I was right. Michael Thomas as one of your receivers. I would have done better if Brandon Cooks wasn't the thumbnail, but you got Brandon Cooks, Reggie Bush there. You're gonna have Teddy Bridgewater. Which what release does Teddy have? Gen 3. Okay, that's actually pretty good then. Gen 3 Teddy B is pretty solid to get you started for souls and stuff. Obviously, I'd probably look elsewhere after when you can afford them. But we got Marshawn Lattimore here. We got Glenn Norris, Von Bell, Swearinger. So I was kind of right. I was kind of right with this team. So nothing crazy. What is... Oh, but you do get Eli Apple, though. But Marshawn Lattimore, what is his... Okay, 93 speed. All right. All right, but I was right. I mean, mainly because one of your higher overall cards is 95 or 94 Michael Thomas, and he's got 92 speed up receiver. That's one of the main reasons why. But I mean, powered up, 93 on a full Saints team, 95 speed Michael Thomas for short yardage, red zone stuff. You might be able to debate that he's usable. You know, you might be able to. Seattle. Okay, Seattle is legitimately one of the better teams in the game, though. They legitimately are. So you have Russell, not anymore, but DK Metcalf. Okay. The receivers are actually fire. Doug Baldwin, DK, and Lockett. 91 Everett, who I think he's got 90. Oh, I thought he had 90 speed. He does not. Okay. 89 speed, not as good as I thought. Offensive line, though. Walter Jones, 93, 93, 90. Probably would cheat there. Obviously, you can just get the full Kevin Mawai eventually, and then you have a good offensive line. That's pretty complete right there. Marshawn Lynch, we love that. And then let's see this defense. Oh, they get Sherman. Oh, damn. So they're kind of like wasn't the Niners kind of like this? But you get Sherman, Witherspoon, and Shaq Griffin, who, doesn't Shaq Griffin have pretty decent speed? I mean, 93 speed is pretty good for your cornerback 3 out of a starter pack. Would have been cool if they had, the team of the week, Jamal Adams, like the Jets did. But you do get Benson, Quandre, Bosworth, Jordan Brooks, Carlos Dunlap, Al Woods. Seahawks is a pretty good team. Again, they're a good team in game, and their starter pack is good. So that's a good option right there. Next up, Steelers. Let's see what they got, man. What do the Steelers got? No free ads. Please stop that. Steelers, Big Ben. We got Najee. We got Emmanuel. We got Plexico. Lynn Swan. Offensive line should be good. They're all right. You got Faneca. You got Maurice Pouncey. You got Dan Moore Jr. You're going to have Kelvin Beachum and Trey Turner. Eric Ebron. The defense should go not really. You do get Minka, though. Troy. Akila Witherspoon, who's the 1 on the Steelers team. He was the 2 on the Niners and the Seahawks team, right? He was the 2 on those teams. So he's solid, though. 94 speed, big body. But I'd rather see him at your number 2. And then Joe Hayden just isn't good at all, really. With 87 speed, which is just absolutely brutal. But I mean, yeah, you get TJ Watt, you get a pretty decent front 3 there. And, Devin Bush is good. He's got 91 speed. That's solid. I'll take that. So there's the Steelers team. We have the Texans team now. Okay, who do the Texans got? Texans team is awful in game. Maybe their starter pack's glitchy. 95 center. You get O'Day. Duke Johnson, who is 93 speed. You're going to have Phillip Lindsay, Tyrod Taylor, Zonka, Will Fuller, who I think is 93 too, which is pretty solid. Defensively, you're going to have 95 Glenn, who's still 5'9", 93 speed. Desmond King, Lonnie Johnson, okay, Kareem Jackson, Terrell, Kirksey, Whitney Merciless, and Jadeveon Clowney. So yeah, that's what I expected from this team. I didn't expect anything else from the Texans team at all, I'll be honest. Titans team. Who do they got? Lawan, Saffold, Bruce Matthews, Frank Wycheck, Vince Young at quarterback. I'm not even going to show you guys the rest of the team. They do get Derrick Henry, though, which is pretty cool. And you get Randy Moss. So pretty good building blocks there. And like I said, next Mariota upgrade will probably be the best in the game. So that's pretty good. And they got good receivers. Titans got good receivers. Like Joyner, Randy, and Andre. Pretty good. Okay, Christian Fulton does get... You do get his card. And Jayon Brown? Damn, you get a 95 speed corner. Okay then. Jayon Brown's also just a really good card. I'm talking for like a middle linebacker, dude. 93 speed. Can play zone and man. That's really good. That's really, really damn good. So that is the Titans team. This team's actually not terrible. I would just get rid of Vince Young as soon as possible, or just give him his 3x cams and throw him at backup. Because, yeah, don't use Vince, bro. No, please don't use Vince. I don't want to catch anyone out there using Vince Young. Please don't do it to yourself. I was wrong. Washington's the last team, of course. Obviously, the Commanders. Let's see the Vikings. Let's see them. Ahmad Rashad. You get Randy. You get 95 AP. So, like, that's probably the best running back on here today. I mean, that's a good option. That's a good option. And I don't know if he's going to get another upgrade this year. Again, some off-the-field stuff for AP. I didn't really hear anything else about what happened with Adrian Peterson, but usually if there's any kind of like negative news towards a player at all, that he just won't get another card for the rest of the year at least. So potentially that could be AP. Also, you do get the level master Dalvin Cook at some point if you just play the game. On defense, I wanted to see Patrick Peterson. Here. But you do get Danielle Hunter, who's 94 is good, but also has that Team of the Year card that's also very good. But damn, I wanted to see Patrick Peterson here. That would have been really nice. Like Patrick Peterson, and you get Adrian Peterson, and you get Danielle Hunter. That would have been crazy, but you don't get that. So that's the Vikings team. And finally, last but not least, we have the Washington Commanders team. They got Trent Williams, who I think, isn't Trent due? Trent's got to be due. Yeah, Trent is definitely due for another upgrade. Terry McLaurin, Joey Galloway, Deshaun Jackson, who has an upgrade. Kirk Cousins. You do get Ghost of Madden past Vernon Davis, which is pretty nice. One of the better tight ends in the game. Definitely an S-tier tight end with that 94 speed. Okay. Oh, you get Sean Taylor. Jamin Davis, also a very nice user. I think he's like 6'4" with 94 speed. That's a good user. Sean Taylor, 95 speed safety. Kendall Fuller. I don't know about that. Montez Sweat solid though. So, and also you get Chase Young too. So a pretty good team. I would just get some corners to help you out, but you are getting a good safety in Sean Taylor. You're getting a very good user. You're getting Chase Young. Jonathan Allen has an upgrade already in game. Montez Sweat and Chase Young can both hold their own. So it's actually a pretty solid team. I'm happy we ended with them. I'm happy we went alphabetical. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's video. I'm not sure how many minutes this went. Hopefully I made it in good time. But that is the Theme Team Starter Pack all team overview. I'm not even sure I'm going to title this video. But yeah, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications. And yeah, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.